Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today I have a 1 versus 1 on Fallen City. Over in Salamanders corner we've got HUNtington. As over in the Krieg corner we have Lord McQueef. Lord going to go for triple Jaegers and a field barracks, whereas the Salamanders are going to go for triple scouts, tech marine, forge and a plasma generator. So for the Fallen City, having lots and lots of very narrow corridors, I would imagine that the Krieg have a little bit of an advantage on this battlefield if they can get their bunkers up. Do have a couple of engineers going straight over onto this side, maybe popping a bunker down here, maybe bunker straight over here or something like that. We'll have to see where they go for it. Scouts will see them coming down. Bunker on the way out. But mind you, engineers not that much in the way of health. And these scouts do a fair bit of damage at range, especially when they get these combat shotguns out. Already taking out one of the engineers. Probably won't be able to get this down, in all fairness, if the scouts can corner this engineer by their side. Although, being saying that, the reinforcement speed of these engineers might actually be able to keep them alive. We do have some Jaegers going to be charging in, wielding their combat shovels into close combat. Not quite as tall as the scouts. Let's see if you'll get a better view on that. Not quite as tall as the scouts, but able to bash them around with their digging apparati. Although these poor engineers aren't having the best times. Will be taken down by looks of it. Oh no, never mind. Again, saved by the narrow skin of their reinforcement rate. And these Jaegers are actually going to push these scouts away. Not able to get their combat shotguns off anytime soon. And these engineers are going to be able to finish off this bunker. So, once those engineers are in the bunker, look at the sheer amount of damage that the heavy bolters are able to do to these scouts. So, realistically, these two strategic points, as well as the relic, is going to be cut off for the Salamander player for a little while. So, might want to turn all their attention to trying to deny any bunker being built up over on this side. And maybe get some economic parity with the Krieg player over here. Engineers will be coming forward there. Imagine they'll probably maybe pop a... Oh, over there. See, predictive power's kind of working, just not quite good on the geography at the moment, so... But we'll take that. Do have a thunder cannon on the way. And a bit of a setup time, but one shot, one kill. Big DPS from this thunder cannon. Oh yeah, it is legitimately just one shot, one kill. That's it's quite lethal towards the Krieg infantry. Got another one coming up here as well. Wonder how it'll fare up against the damage from the bunker. Not faring up too well, to be honest. I mean, if it was 1 versus 1, probably wouldn't survive. But imagine if they get a couple of Thunderfire cannons online, you would be able to break down that bunker. But at least a little bit of seriousness. Maybe if we get like a force commander out on the field, would be able to tank the damage from the bunker while the Thunderfire cannons go to work. Scouts moving forward. Engineers focusing on building up their observation posts. And yeah, this other bunker being built up now, that's going to be a very serious nut for the Salamanders to crack. Thunderfire cannons moving forward. Lord General's command unit going to be upgrading themselves with some veteran bodyguards in melee. Interesting choice. But then again, I mean, I imagine that the Lord General probably wants to tie up some of these scouts into close combat. I mean, double Thunderfire. One focusing on this Jaeger squad over here. One trying to take down his bunker. Bunker making quick work of the Thunderfire cannon. We do have the Lord General's combat squad slicing away at the armour of the Thunderfire cannon. We're going to go for a second veteran bodyguard. These scouts over here are going to be firing away at these Jaegers. And yeah, that's a lot of DPS for the Thunderfire cannons to deal with. We'll have to slowly but surely trundle their way back home. Tech Marine kind of blocking the path of retreat for this Thunderfire cannon. Although now standing firm. Will be out DPSing any damage. And Jesus Christ, that's quite the health regen that the Tech Marine can show up with. And with these scout squads being able to knock these guys on their arses with their shotguns, yeah, this Jaeger squad is going to be more or less thrown away. Not being able to spank this Tech Marine with their combat trench equipment. One Jaeger squad going down. Lord General will probably want to get out there at some point in the near future. 68 and 30 for the Salamanders compared to the 104 and 30 for the Death Corps of Krieg. So realistically, if they can sort this Lord General's commanding squad out, can move that Thunderfire cannon up, have it firing away at this bunker, and then just keep it constantly regenerated, then yeah, I think they'll eventually win. Bunker has been abandoned. Engineers are moving back. They're probably seeing the writing on the wall. But never mind, the Lord General's going to move into here. Weren't able to move these guys away, so if you could get one model in there, just teleports the whole unit back in there. Is it cheese? Yes. And no defense for it, really. Thunderfire cannon being kept alive, but the fire is being focused on this Tech Marine. Bunker being slowly turned out. Scots are now able to find the captured strategic point. Might even be able to worm their way past over here and take down this observation post. Could be quite useful. Soldiers over here, chilling out. What they're going for? They're going to go for a heavy weapons platoon. Not sure if they're going for tier 2 as of yet. Going to get listening post upgraded. Going to see some weapons of the anvil being recruited. Tier 2 on the way and vehicle cap increase. So expecting some big vehicles to come in and bust these bunkers. Bunker at the moment over here very, very low on health. Lord General's unit looks like they're going to be taken down to Brown Town. And indeed a full squad wipe over there. So bunker is being rebuilt by this full complement of engineers. Again, very quick with their building regen, or repair should I say. Plasma guns going for the soldiers. Although, again, plasma guns are ideal against heavy infantry. These scouts, though, regular infantry might not be the ideal thing for them to go. But they're probably expecting some heavier infantry in the form of maybe Space Marines to counter them. They'll be chased into the garden by these Thunderfire cannons. Thunderfire cannons are vehicles. We'll be able to shrug off that plasma fire just a little bit. This dude still firing way over here. Heavy weapons platoon firing across the little rubbly hill. Oh, is there a model of a little? Ah, yeah, there's a little dude in here. Isn't that cool? Nice detail. Big pops there. Observation post going down. Thunderfire cannon on this way being flanked. But the heavy weapons platoon ain't going to be all that much when the Razorbacks come out. Double in force. Going to be upgraded with a assault cannon, which will help them break through things in general. Also popped a Tech Marine inside there by the looks of things. If I could double check. Yep, Tech Marine in there. Look at that. Just listen to the sound, that roar of assault cannon. Absolutely wiping out this heavy weapons platoon. These guys do not pack all that much in the way of staying power when they've been flanked. This soldier squad as well also going to be absolutely kitten-fisted by the Salamanders. Almost ignoring the damage that this bunker is throwing out. Scout's going to be decapping this critical location as well. More Razorbacks, more Thunderfire cannons. Bunker goes down. Engineers, not long for this world. And now it's time for the Salamanders to gain that map presence. What's the... got a bit of a blue and green float for the Death Corps of Krieg. Will have to use their temporary lead in the economy game to see what they can bring in the form of high-tech units. Got a box centre. Going for some more field generators. Definitely still got that blue and green money advantage, but for how much longer, it is hard to say. Thunderfire cannon slow but surely moving and meandering over this way. Observation post being absolutely wiped out by just a hail of bullets and madness. Imagine now that Death Corps will want to play a lot more defensively. Do have these observation posts that have been upgraded. Might need to bring something more heavier in the form of las cannons. We go for an advanced reconnaissance, which does things, I assume. Probably something in the way of Jaegers. Triple Razorbacks moving down. We have heavy weapons platoon. And they've gone for some auto cannons. So won't do amazing damage against vehicles, but will at least pack a little bit of a punch. Also got some lads in the centre of this observation post. weapons squad going into that field headquarters. Not Rafe, Razorbacks moving forward. Going to be just focusing on this field headquarters. And to be fair, normally you don't focus on the HQ, but just with the sheer amount of damage that they can bring to bear, already down at 2/3 of health, decided to turn away. But he's beyond my ken. Do have a tank trap and a landmine over here. Probably did a little bit of damage to these guys. But there we go, the Razorbacks taking out one observation post. Some more heavy weapons platoons on the way. A assembly plant being built up in the corner. Hopefully praying that they can get some decent vehicles out and out before these Razorbacks come tearing down. To the Chimera. Not sure if a Chimera is going to do all that much in the grand scheme of things. Some soldiers on the way going to be equipped with some melter guns. We'll want to keep those guys alive there. Triple Razorbacks. Who'd have thought that is quite a lethal combination against the squish units of the Death Guard of Krieg. Jaegers over here trying to capture this critical location. Got to be smashed up by this Forge Guard squad, and what a beautiful set of models these guys are. Love the pauldrons and the shoulder pads. Don't want to mess with these guys in close combat, especially when they get their lightning claws, power axes, burning power swords, or thunder fire flamers, well, flaming thunder hammers. Barracks has been taken down. Field headquarters going to go for a Vitae Wound Chambers add-on. That is a tier 2 upgrade, I do believe. Razorbacks, they see this Chimera on the way, and they're going to fall back for reasons. Going to go back over this minefield. We'll do them a little bit of damage. They've done their economic damage, and while they could probably do a little bit more damage, may as well try and sit on their laurels for a little bit. Although, I don't know, actually maybe they could have gone in a little bit more. Maybe over to this side, do some power bashing, I suppose. Chimera upgrading itself with a Pintle heavy stubber. And yeah, it all goes relatively quiet. Thunder fire cannon moving forward. Tank traps being destroyed. What's the Salamanders player cooking up? Not much at the moment. Still got that Forge Guard squad. Triple Chimeras now. Playing a game of World of Tanks here. Tanks on either flank of the fallen city. Nudging forward. Not quite able to get past each other. Dawn of Pathing, as this game is sometimes known as. Do have a listing post. Upgraded for Flamer. Will do incredible damage against these Chimeras. Chimeras are going to, with their Pintle heavy stubbers, crack open this listing post quite decisively. Do have some infiltrated. What are they? Are these scouts? Yep, scouts have been upgraded with some missile launchers. The scout squad of the Salamanders being a very versatile unit, having all these kinds of upgrades available to them, even a heavy bolter should they wish. But the missile is probably the way to go for them. One Chimera looks like it's been taken down. Second Chimera going to the sin bin. Singular heavy weapons platoon moving forward, gonna get an extra one. Double auto cannons. No las cannons though. Siege army headquarters is required for the upgrade. Chimera being pushed back. Razorbacks going to see what they can do. Even though a couple of them have taken a bit of a bashing, I do quite like how this Razorback at the back has been kept over here because of its low health. While these guys tank all the damage, Tech Marine also going to be repairing bits and bobs on the front lines. Nothing major coming for the field headquarters as of yet. More heavy weapons platoons. Bunker being busted. And yeah, realistically, I'm not entirely sure what the Deathcore Krieg player could do. I mean, he is repairing his Chimera. He needs to build more. I mean, we've got a bit of a blue and green money flirt going over for the Salamanders player. But, man, oh dear, oh dear. A fall from grace. The Deathcore Krieg don't have much in the way of money, spending a lot of it on trying to keep these heavy weapons platoons online. I mean, soldiers would be able to get their melter guns out, but then again, these Razorbacks are able to just take care of them quick, sharpish. Chimeras, even with their Pinter heavy stubbles, Not going to do all that much damage towards these Razorbacks, or at least not enough to break them down before they're broken down themselves. Just going to be a slow death for the Death Corps here. It was such a good opener for them. I mean, that early placement of the bunkers really gave them a massive advantage early on in the game. Needed to amass some more units, or at least something just to counteract these Razorbacks. Razorbacks were able to just walk in on this side of the base and just absolutely annihilate anything and everything. Very little in the way of defense for them. Assembly plant, churning out one more Chimera. Chimeras are slow but surely being taken down, especially with the assistance of these Scout Marines with their missile launchers. Last of the Chimeras going down. Assembly plant on its way out. Got another field barracks coming on. Field generator as well. Do like the persistence of this Death Corps Krieg player. Oh, but we do have hell spells. We've got a huge manoeuvring of units going on down the south over here. Primaris aggressive squad trying to fire away at these Jaegers. Jaegers have been equipped with their crack grenade launchers. Forge Guard squad. Looks like they've been taking a beating while this has been going on. But Predator on the field. We'll make a quick work of these Jaegers. Last ditch attempt for the Death Corps Krieg to make some sort of impact in this battle. Will be quickly mulched by the combined fire there. And I do quite like this Forge Guard Sergeant with his little shield and flaming sword. Very cool. Valiant attempt on these Primaris aggressors. I don't think we've seen them before. Big old chunky lads. Lord McQueef. A name so good you can only say it once and never again. Yeah, put up a very good defence. Well, not so much of the defence. It was the aggressive defence early on in the game. But it did a very, very good job, I must say. Especially if he's only mainly a vanilla player. Got to bear in mind that HUNtington is quite a seasoned Dawn of War Unification player. But standing toe-to-toe with him, Admiral attempts, it was very good. Cool, yeah, nice bit of back and forth through that game. Did quite enjoy that. I've especially enjoyed the suicidal charge of the Jaegers in the ultimate ending of that match. So yeah, cool. Anyway, mine's been Mr. Landshark, please always never chop, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.